Welcome in, guys, to another episode of Tax-Free Living, where I give you all the plays on how to live tax-free. Today's topic is very, very important because this is a question I get over and over again, and that is, Carter, how do I pay myself now that I have a LLC? So what is the LLC? A LLC stands for Limited Liability Company, right? Limited Liability Company. And you want to start an LLC before you start actually transacting in your business. Why is that? Because if you don't have an LLC, you start transacting in your business, you're acting as a sole proprietor, which is cool until it's not, right? Because if you get sued and you don't have an LLC in place and you're strictly a sole proprietor, not only can they sue you for what's inside your business, they can take everything personally. They can take your home, they can take your car, they can even take some of your investments. So we want to set up the LLC because it separates the business assets from the personal, right? And it helps you become a legitimate business owners. And LLCs are huge for asset protection, guys. And if we're gonna build a business, if we're gonna build wealth, if we're gonna build generational wealth, then it is vital that we don't just make the bag, but we have to protect the bag as well. So that's what the LLC stands for. And that's when you need an LLC before you start actually transacting in your business. Now the question is, all right, Carter, I know when I need one, but how do I set one up, right? So you can hire a lawyer to set up your LLC, but I also know that you can do it yourself through an amazing free website called LLC University. LLC University was created by an amazing gentleman, and the whole website is free. You can go to LLC University and look at how to set up an LLC in all 50 states. It has a step-by-step walkthrough of how to start, incorporate, file your LLC in all 50 states. So if you want to take the less costly route, you can go to llcuniversity.com, or you can hire a lawyer to file it. It just depends on how much money you have to spend in your business. And I know that starting out in your business, you're probably trying to save as much money as humanly possible. So that's a great resource for you to be able to get your LLC started. Okay, now let's talk about what are the pros and cons of having an LLC. So number one, the pros is, as I mentioned before, asset protection. When you have the LLC in place, you separate your personal assets from your business assets, and it allows you to have that protection that all business owners need. Okay, number two is you have a business name and you're a legit business owner. Here's what I tell my students is that if you don't take your business serious enough to incorporate it into an LLC, how are your customers and your clients supposed to take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously? So when you don't have an LLC, you're just like, Jasmine Jones Daycare, right? If you don't have an LLC, you don't even have a business name. You're just Jasmine Jones and you're saying, I want to babysit your kids. Nobody's going for that, right? So, but if you're a Jasmine Jones Daycare or Jones Daycare LLC, you're now taken seriously as a business owner, and you now have legitimate paperwork showing that your business is actually a business. Number three, as far as pros go, when you have your LLC, you can also get what's called your EIN. And your EIN stands for your employer identification number. So think of your EIN as your business's social security number. So now when you going to get a business bank account, you don't have to put your social security number down. You now have this EIN in place, which again acts as your business's social security number. So now you're protecting your PII, your personal identifiable information, and you actually have a representation number for your business. And with your EIN, it helps you get your business bank account, which I recommend you all have at least 3 business bank accounts, one for income, one for expenses, and one for taxes. We'll go deeper on that on another video, but have your business bank account set up. So those are the pros of having an LLC. I love LLCs. Now, what are some of the cons, right? Some of the cons is the cost of setting it up. It costs money to set up your LLC. If you're in California, it's gonna cost you $800, not just to set up your LLC, it's also gonna cost you $800 every single year to maintain your LLC. So when you're thinking about where you're gonna incorporate your LLC, you wanna think about where you're gonna do it and how much is it gonna cost you, not just to set it up, but to keep it in good standing every single year. That's the only con I really think about LLCs. Other than that, it's all pros. I think everybody should get one once they start the business. So now that we have the LLC basics done, let's talk about how you should pay yourself as an LLC. When you have an LLC, you don't have to run payroll as a business owner, right? When you have an LLC, you get what's called a owner's draw. LLCs are what's called a pass-through entity. So all the money that you make in your LLC is going to pass through to your personal tax return anyway. With LLCs, there's no such thing as keeping the money in the LLC. No, bro. diagnosis. So when it comes to paying yourself from an LLC, it's very simple. All you have to do is you can do a transfer from your business account to your personal account, or you can do a Zelle from your business account to your personal account. But you want to have that paper trail. You want to be able to show that money was sitting in your business account and then money that was now moved to your personal account. And on your statements, on your financials, this is going to be called a owner's draw. Okay, not officer's compensation, not payroll. It's an owner's draw. And here's one of the most important things that you all need to know. When you pay yourself from an LLC, and you're the owner of the LLC, what that owner's draw, what you're paying yourself, is not a tax deduction. Now, if you pay someone else, if you pay contractors, absolutely, you get a deduction for them, and you want to give them a 1099 to show that you paid them. But as the owner, again, as the owner, when you pay yourself from your business account to your personal account, that is going to be called a owner's draw, and you do not get a tax deduction. This brings us to another point, and another question that I get is, all right, Carter, now that I know how to pay myself from a LLC, how much should I pay myself from the LLC? In my opinion, we really shouldn't be taking a lot of money out the business at the beginning because we're trying to get it to grow. We want exponential growth, not linear growth. So when people ask me how much should I pay myself, I say you should pay yourself the minimum it takes you to live on. If it takes you $2,000 a month to live on, then $2,000 a month, how much is pay yourself? $3,000 accordingly. But remember guys, as business owners, majority of your personal expenses now become business expenses. So when you think about it, you won't have that many personal expenses anymore once you start the business, because you can write off percentages of your phone bill. You can write off internet, computers. A lot of these expenses that you were paying for personally, you can start paying for these expenses out of your business account because you're a business owner and these are necessary to operate your business. So when you think about how much do I need to pay myself, it's really like just the bare minimum of how much it costs you to live and whatever minimum living expenses, but don't take a lot of money out of your business at the beginning because we want to grow it exponentially. So that's a thorough explanation of not just how you should pay yourself from an LLC, should you have one, when should you get one, and how you should operate it properly. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be coming out with more videos just like this one. So without further ado, guys, I'll see you all next time.